And we're back here now, ladies and gentlemen. That footage courtesy of the Clash of the Champions. This past Wednesday night, the new Unified World Tag Team Champions, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Shane Douglas, here to take on the big, powerful Tony Atlas and the Barbarian. Randy Anderson, the referee, and it's Atlas and Shane Douglas starting it off here. And you got to thank Michael as Atlas comes with a heavy artillery here, that this big, powerful team's going to try to slow it down and wrestle a power match. Douglas and Steamboat got to be quick here.
They've got to be real quick, and Barbarian and Atlas have to cut the ring off. Right away, Douglas is on fire.
Good drop kick by Douglas. Make it one more time, knocking Atlas down. Drop kicks the Barbarian right off the apron as Cactus Jack having to regroup his men here somewhat.
It was a glancing blow on the Barbarian, and he's done nothing but just tick Atlas off.
Wrist lock tags in the veteran, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
He's got to feel guilty for breaking up Wyndham and Rhodes. He's got to.
He didn't break them up.
Yes, he did. Look at that. I guess if I had somebody lay me out with a chair like that, I'd start biting hands too, Jim Ross.
Tag has been made here, and it'll be the Barbarian and Ricky Steamboat. Steamboat won his first World Tag Team Championship with Paul Jones. He's won them with the late Jay Youngblood, Dustin Rhodes, and now Shane Douglas. In addition to his many singles championships, including the World's Heavyweight title. I remember when he defeated Nature Boy Ric Flair in Chicago.
And what a match that was.
One of the greats of all time. Side headlock there. And Steamboat, who is a tremendous tactician, a master of leverage.
Yeah, and a master of begging, because he begged Dustin Rhodes not to cover him Wednesday night.
I didn't see that, and I was at ringside. Use his quickness right there very strategically. Those martial arts chops now, this massive chest of the Barbarian. As they're fighting outside, they got to be careful not to be counted out. Steamboat throws the Barbarian back in, climbs the ladder, and comes down with some more momentum. And Steamboat showing a great deal of aggression here, and after what happened Wednesday, rightfully so. Nice move by Shane Douglas, the youngster from Pittsburgh.
He needs to armbar that thing and get in there and get the Barbarian on the mat. He's just way too outmatched as far as power here.
I'm sure Douglas realizes what a situation, the opportunity he has, not only as a Unified World Tag Team Champion, but to be able to travel with Ricky Steamboat day in and day out and learn from this great veteran.
Oh, I wish I was there.
Double elbows. And a lateral press.
Whoa.
And Steamboat hooked that leg, brought it back, and able to get a 2 count out of it. And Steamboat is keeping the Barbarian off balance with a variety of offensive moves, and now has this big man grounded, so to speak, and comes right back with the martial arts blows.
Boom.
Steamboat and Douglas will defend the Unified World Tag Team Championship on that big Thanksgiving night spectacular.
And I want to let you know that I'll have all the results next Friday on my hotline. And I'm telling you, Steamboat made a mistake when he let the Barbarian up.
Barbarian got back up to that vertical base, and that's where he's most dangerous, obviously. Reverses the Irish whip, but Steamboat puts on the brakes. But he can't hold off the power and strength of the Barbarian. Now it's got him up, and there's a backbreaker. You got to stay away from those high-impact moves with these two big, strong monsters. Steamboat couldn't do it that time, and now that could be. I know it's early in this matchup, Michael, but that could be the turning point in this one.
I think so. Steamboat had a very unique application of a rear chin lock and had a base far away enough for the Barbarian. He couldn't do nothing. He let him up to take him in the corner, and look where he's at now.
Chest first into the turnbuckle, and a big-time forearm right to the lower back in the kidney area of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
I don't think those ribs are 100% yet.
Barbarian has tagged in Tony Atlas, and Atlas puts his massive arm in the front face lock, takes Steamboat over in a suplex. Again, the high impact on the lower back, and Steamboat able to create some distance there momentarily. Clubbing, double axe handle to the lower back, and man, what a perfect move at a perfect time for Tony Atlas.
It sure is. And this is hurting Steamboat.
Atlas' strength is renowned in the wrestling
A
circles.
505 bench press, Jim.
Yeah,
And can fight.
he's a little irate that he wasn't in WCW when Ventura sent out the arm wrestling invitations, the strongest arm contest in full swing on Worldwide Wrestling, as the Barbarian grabbing Steamboat's arm, and which provided some assistance there for the Barbarian. They have made a tag, but look at the double team by these strong men. Douglas has got to stay outside. He's got to stay in position to get the tag, and Steamboat can get there.
Well, that's Cactus Jack working for you with that maniacal mind.
You mean maniacal mind?
Well, same thing. Crazy.
There you go, right back to the bear hug, lower back. And Steamboat being punished. And this is such a basic move. But when you've got the strength of a Barbarian or Atlas there, it is a perfect move for them to utilize at this juncture in the contest. And they're looking pretty darn good. They make another, or I thought they did. I thought they made another tag. They will there. The bottom line, Michael, is they're keeping Steamboat in their half of the ring like you suggested earlier.
Exactly, and they're tagging in a fresh man like you just said. I don't think we've seen but 2 or 3 tags between the team of Steamboat and Douglas. These guys are up in double figures with their tags. And Douglas got to get in the corner and shut up.
Steamboat's fighting for his life here in the corner. Steamboat desperately needs to make a tag because they're just, after what he went through Wednesday at the Clash, quite frankly, I don't know how much more they can take.
Atlas and Barbarian need to go for a pin now. Steamboat is in a very weak, vulnerable position. Get him back in the ring. You can't pin him out there.
Well, the only good news for perhaps Steamboat and Douglas now, as the Barbarian comes off again with that big arm, is that this is a non-title event.
Here's the veteran move. They keep drawing Douglas in to draw the referee, and it opens it up for 2 of them to capitalize. Watch this.
There you saw the impact of that huge forearm coming right across Steamboat's chest, and everything comes at him with a high impact. They keep those big percussion blows, and he comes back with a chop there, but you got to wonder how effective that's going to be on somebody like Tony Atlas. With Steamboat in a weakened state, he needs to make the tag. That should be his primary objective here.
Yes, it should. And just like he said, in a weakened state, he's not going to be able to deliver the same velocity of a blow as he could in the first of the match. He's hurt. Steamboat's hurt bad.
He's almost out of it here. Shaking his head. He's got to come. Look at the Barbarian head-to-head there with Steamboat. Another tag has been made. You got to hand it to Cactus Jack. He's put together quite a game plan here. And Steamboat's fighting, literally for his life in the corner.
Hold on to him. Grab his legs. Take him down.
Steamboat chopping closer to his corner.
I thought he's going to make the tag there.
Steamboat with those shoulder blocks. He's just doing whatever he can right now out of desperation. He's got to create some distance between himself and his opponents across body. He goes for the cover, but he needs to be making the tag here. He's wrestling almost instinctively here.
Well, I don't think he even knows where his corner is. Look out.
He made the tag. He made the tag.
Nope. Referee didn't see it. All right, capitalize. This is it. Take the match now, guys.
They've got the opportunity now to put him away. The referee did not see the tag. Douglas across to nail Atlas. Steamboat thrown outside. And now Douglas being double teamed. But watch Steamboat in the left part of your screen.
Don't forget about Steamboat. Turn around.
Steamboat's a legal man. Cross body. The Barbarian tripped over Douglas.
Oh.
Steamboat pins him. They're going to win it.
Shane Douglas and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
The Unified World Tag Team Champions in this special challenge event pulled out. And man, it has been an emotional week for those two. What an emotional roller coaster that they have experienced in the last 5 days.
Let's take a look at it. They forgot about Steamboat because he's in such a weak condition. He comes off the top rope being the legal man and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Fans, we've got a 2-hour special here next Sunday. We'll tell you about it when we come back on the main event.